the NFL schedule came out just a couple days ago. It's Tuesday. It came out about 5 days ago as of recording this. And I wanted to talk about some winners and losers from the NFL schedule release. Some teams got some scheduling breaks and some teams didn't. I'm going to give you my opinion on what caught my eye. So I've got 2 losers and 2 winners. So the first loser is the Jets. The Jets are big time losers from the schedule release as a team that's going to very likely be installing a new offense around new quarterback Aaron Rodgers. Generally, you hope to get some of your easier games, if you will, on your schedule early in your season so you can kind of work out the kinks before, getting to the meat of your schedule. And the Jets got absolutely no favors from the scheduling department in that area. 6 of their first 8 games are against teams that made the playoffs last season, and the 2 teams that did not make the playoffs of those first 8 weeks are the Patriots, who had the 7th-ish ranked defense, or 8th ranked defense, somewhere along there, and the greatest defensive head coach ever, and Bill Belichick, and the Broncos, who did have the 7th ranked overall defense last season. That's a really tough 8 weeks to start your schedule for any team, let alone a team that's going to be that has as many new pieces on offense as the Jets will. So tough break for them. Staying in New York, the Giants also got a really rough start to their season with a stretch of 7 road games in 9 weeks. Winning on the road is really tough, but they are the first team to ever have to travel that much within that stretch of time. And within that road stretch, they will play on the road at Arizona on Sunday and then turn around and have to play on Thursday. Well, they have to face the 49ers in Santa Clara. And then they have to fly all the way back to New York and play against the Seahawks on Monday night. So they get one more day there, but still, that's a brutal stretch with a lot of travel, and that's just rough. That is some really tough luck for the New York Giants. Now, a team that got a schedule break is the Buccaneers. As a team, the Buccaneers are going to have a new quarterback next season in either Baker Mayfield or Kyle Trask, and they have a new offensive coordinator. So the Buccaneers had to be hoping they would get some of their easier defenses on their schedule early so they can have time to get their offense rolling. And they absolutely got their wish. They play 5 defenses that were in the bottom 7 in 2022 within their first 8 weeks. And then in week 9, they play against the Titans, who had the worst passing defense in the NFL last season. They do play against the Bills and the Saints early. Now, obviously, those teams have stalwart defenses, but obviously they have more or less a cakewalk of early defenses on their schedule. So they got a break with their new guys. Lastly, the Lions are an excellent candidate to jump out to a winning record as well. Their early schedule is not ideal, but it's as close to that word as you would want to use. They start off the season, they open the season, the entire NFL season against the Chiefs in Arrowhead, which is not ideal for anyone. And then week 2, they play against the Seahawks, which is a winnable game. And then they play against the Falcons, Packers, Panthers, Buccaneers, Ravens, and Raiders. It is not out of the range of possibility that this team starts in the 6-1 or 5-2 area. This team is a popular pick to make the playoffs this season, and their early season schedule sets them up to get out ahead of the pack in the NFC. So those are just a couple things that stood out to me for the schedule release. There wasn't a ton, but that's what stood out to me.